Martial arts requires dozens of paint the wall, and you know why? Why did you open the door to shout in the morning, and it has to close after 5 p.m.? This is a video that was shot that year. Please look. The palace made in white photographed in the back. What's the situation? It is said that many people have witnessed it. There are pictures of palace maids coming out. A lot of people have even taken weird story. It is recommended to leave at your most daring and fierce friend. Watch together. That was 2002. Li Ming took the job of repairing. This job is basically busy for a few months. And you can't see how that's changed. Well done during the day. The sky suddenly darkened. Then came a thunderstorm. I thought such a thunderstorm would stop in a while. I didn't expect the lightning and thunder. Endless was Nagashita, so I had to stop. The foreman left Li Ming and Peng Hu to guard the Everyone else went back to the dormitory. The two chose a room with a TV and to make floor was one but night. My Cheng thought of midnight. Li Ming is suddenly awakened by a noise from outside. The sound is hula hula, like the sound of a waterfall being blown up by a is the strong wind blew up the cloths of dry wet the material again. Immediately put on your clothes and want to go out to sea. I was thinking of going with him too. Li Ming thinks it can be done alone. No need to get both wet. Just stopped. As soon as the door opened, it was still raining heavily outside. He really didn't want to go out. But there is a lot of cement in the material. It can't be used if it gets wet. Li Ming had no choice but to bite the forbidden knife. The city doesn't even have a single shadow. Everywhere. It looks very penetrating. Rain on the glazed tile makes a strange sizzling sound. The night wind blows a golden bird bell with the current lightning bolts and rolling thunder. Li Ming really can't figure it out. How did the emperor like to live here? Come to the clearing where the materials are placed. A piece of fan cloth really blew up. Many of the planks below are wet. Fortunately, there are fish in the drape was tied with rope, ready to go back immediately. But just then, the corner of his eye suddenly saw a pair of figures walking behind me. Just look back. Suddenly, he broke out in a cold sweat. Found that from behind the high wall, a pair of women in Qing Dynasty Kung Fu. None of those women said a word. Walk quietly. His face was a gray cyan. I can't see the features at all. And here's what's even stranger. So many people are walking. Li Ming didn't hear a single footstep. They're kind of floating in the air. You can't even hear the sound of rain falling on you. At first, Li Ming thought it was silly, and something went wrong. There's no filming at night, and no other people or machines were seen. He quickly hid behind the material pile. Then he saw an even weirder scene. I also understand what I saw tonight. I saw the pair of people dressed in palace and a corner ahead. He actually walked directly into the red wall that stood strong for hundreds of years. Nothing in their eyes. He just walked right in, without a pause. Li Ming was completely dumbfounded when this eerie scene subverted all his worldviews. Not for a while. The palace maids all walked into the big wall, dry, net as if everything just now was an illusion. It never happened. Li Ming waited for a while. I walked out from behind with trembling. I really can't figure it out just now. What do you see? He tried to convince himself. What I just saw was definitely not those things. Maybe it was just some crew that put a trap on the wall. People are just actors on the crew. Upon closer inspection, that is indeed the law of the afterlife. Nothing went wrong. How did those palace maids get through? Are they all? Li Ming's mind went blank at that time. People and friends. The paranormal events about ghosts. He's always had a nose for it. Did you really meet today? And he thought about it. I just saw those maids. From the appearance to the disappearance, all the details of the national city make him unable to refute. I just saw a ghost. Once you figure it out, those who do not believe disappeared without a trace. Li Ming ran back like crazy until I saw it on the temporary light lit by the fat tiger. Just hold back and slow down. I really don't want to be laughed at. The fat tiger saw that he hadn't come back for so long. Seeing him out there for so long, I knew he must have encountered special circumstances. Li Ming thought about it for a long time. Decided to tell the fat tiger about the strange situation. He knew that the fat tiger was not surprised. He told Li Ming about his past a few strange things I encountered and heard about while renovating. It turns out that in generations have lived with emperors, the various brutal murders that have taken place in the palace. The more resentment, it is inevitable that various terrifying paranormal events will often occur. There will be mages in the palace. It's gradually decreasing, but occasionally it will still be sent. As for the ghost of the palace maid in the high wall, it is said to be the personal maid of a concubine made a mistake, and these things can't be made public. So even the palace maids were secretly under high walls. Their ghosts have never disappeared. Come out often. It has been seen more than once, and it's all during thunderstorms. Even some I also took pictures of the souls of those. So that's the end of the story. But somebody debunked it. Shadows on the walls of the Forbidden City. Paint on the walls. The image that happened to be left during the thunder and lightning. Next time, there is a chance when there is thunder and lightning, just like the current video.